أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وقلت ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربي زدنا علما وفهما أجمعين آمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. So Alhamdulillah, this has a 317 teach text comprehension in Islamic studies, and with the topic teaching tests with Tajweed. So this will be the last class of this series. So for this class, inshallah, we are looking into two things. That is reading text with Tajweed. That is the application of the dues of the uh, Tajweed in particular. So as we have said before, that when you are reading with Tajweed, you are doing two things. You are giving letters their right and their dues. Areas of right have been treated in the previous classes. You agree with me? So if you're having question, you can ask in the discussion class on our uh, page, our WhatsApp page, inshallah. So the focus of this class has to do with the dues area. So the dues are the general area of Tajweed. This is application of law of Nunu Sakinotun and Penwin, an application of dues of Mimu Sakinotun. So Mimun Sakinotun generally. So we have the Ukuf there, that is the punctuation marks, and the modifier, that is the longer module there. But it is believed that most of them have been taken care of in the book of Yesarino al-Qur'an as indicated. So basically, the law of Nunu Sakina and Tenwin, there are four generally. Remember, the scope of this class is not to teach you the content. Rather, it's a methodology, how to teach this thing, particularly without the need of the content knowledge. I mean the theoretical knowledge of these rules, but your teaching skills of the student to apply these rules without necessarily having the knowledge of the theory, which we call that Faridu Kifaya. But the application, Faridu Kifaya now. But the application is Faridu Ain. Application is Faridu Ain. That's every reader of Quran must be able to apply Tajweed. But having the knowledge of Tajweed is not general knowledge, but for those who want to acquire it. But you as a teacher, you must have that knowledge to teach your students with. So that's why we are just mentioning this generally. So when we are talking about the laws of Nunu Sakina and Tenwin, remember I've told you before that Nunu Sakina and Tenwin are the same. You have Nunu Sakina at the end of both of them. When you have Tenwin, Tenwin has to do with a letter and Nunu Sakina. If you have Fatiatani, Fatia Tan, that is Fatia An, that is Fatia Nun Sukun An. If you have Ta Fatia Fatiatan, Ta Fatiatan, you have Ta Fatia plus Nun Sukun Tan. So it's the same rule generally. So as a teacher, you must be able to simplify all these things for your students, and that is exactly what I want to do here. So all these rules of Nunu Sakina and Tenwin, you see the way I'm going to group them together, and in the real practical aspect, they will just form one thing together. So it's only the application you need to be conscious of how to apply them. Then how to apply them too, we are going to discuss them uh, fully here, inshallah. So as I was saying, let me take out a pointer so that okay, you can see what I'm saying. So when we are talking about Nunu Saki, Nunu Sakin and Tanwin, there are four rules guiding them. This is the first one. We are talking about Izihar. Under Izihar, we have the letters of the truth there. We have Kha, Ghain, Ha, Ain, Ha, and Hamza. But don't worry about these letters if you don't know them. Don't worry. But I will show you the sign of identifying them. But you as a teacher, you must know. Sorry, you as a teacher must know. But you don't need to bother your learners about them. There are signs in Holy Quran to identify them, and you need just to teach your students once they see those signs how to apply them. Now, when we talk about iklab has just one letter, which is letter ba. So anytime tenwin, we have tenwin like this, or nunu sakin or nun with sukun has is followed. When you see letter, nunu sakin and tenwin is followed by any these letters, letters of izihar or letters of iqlab. The letter of iqlab is just one, ba. Anytime it's followed by ba, that's the rule of iqlab. This has been taken care of already in Yasarino. So I will show you later those who have been taken care of and those that we need to pay attention to why the students are reading Quran. Then we also have idgham. Idgham, idgham is applied once these letters follow nun, sakin or tanwin, ya, ra, mim, lam, waw, and nun. Ya, ra, mim, waw, law, and nun. Meanwhile, in Yasarino too, most of these idgham had been taken care of, particularly the one that has to do with idgham bigo irgunna, that is the gum kamil. So those ones that are left for us to take care of are idgham bigo irgunna, idgham bigo irgunna, otherwise known as idgham nokis, idgham nokis. So those are the ones that has to do with ya, ya like this, and then nun, nun, ya, nun, and wow. So in most cases, raw, and lam, they are idgham bigeri gunna. But mim, it's like another type of idgham. It's also idgham kamil. So you call it it's part of idgham. So it has been taken care of when you see shedda on it. So, and then you have wow there, you have yeah there. So we are going to clarify that later if there's any error. But raw and lamb, they are idgham bigeri gunna. Yeah, raw and lamb, they are idgham bigeri gunna. Then you have yeah and wow. You have nun, they are and mim, they are idgham bigunna. But if you have shedda on any of these letter, if you have cheddar and on any one of them, anytime you have cheddar and it is cheddar succeed nun sakin or tenwin, you should know that you are doing idgham kamil. So any letter that has cheddar followed by nun sakin or tenwin, you are doing idgham kamil. So most of those idgham had been taken care of in Yasari now. Then ikhfa are just the remaining letter of the Arabic alphabet. They are the remaining letters of the Arabic alphabet. So once you take away the letters of Izihab, the letter of Iqlab, and the letter of Idgham, the rest are letters of Ikhfa. So I will show you when we get there how to apply them. Now, when we talk about application of Mim Musakin, remember I said earlier on that we have majorly two things to do. There are others dues there, but Nunu Sakina and Tenwin. Then we have what we call Mim Sakina too. Nunu Sakina and Tenwin. Then we have Mim Sakina. So Mim Sakina means when you have Nun, when you have Mim rather, when you have letter Mim with Sukun, letter Mim with Sukun, and it is followed by any one of these. If it is followed by Ba, the rule is ikhfa. If it is followed by mim, the rule is idgham. So idgham, this is called idgham mutamassilain. So you see that it has been taken care of in Yasarino too. Yasarino has taken care of most of these things. Then you have izihar. Izihar are also other letters. So you do izihar when mim sakina is followed by other letters of Arabic apart from mim and ba. So this is for mim sakina. Now, as I've said earlier, I'm giving you suggestion how to apply these basic rules here. So remember, I'm coming from this part. Remember that general procedure have been mentioned in the previous classes. We have mentioned general procedure, how to use your Yasarino, that is, you start with the right of the letters before you move to the use of the letters. We have mentioned that general procedure, and you don't compromise the standard from the beginning. So that has been taken care of, that you do this. Then what is follow is that you follow the step, uh, so you can follow the following steps in teachings to apply dues. So for the rights, we have shown you, we have done that in the past. So for the dues, I want you to follow the following in order to apply the dues. So number one is the use of Yasarino or other materials as well. I've told you you don't need to follow any material, hook, line, and sinker. You can have your schedule, then you use any one of them that suits your schedule, your scheme rather. So majorly, Yasadon has most of those things. That's why I'm giving it to it. So use Yasadon or any other one, but according to your schedule. So follow the procedure in Yasadon with explanation to learners. That is number one. You follow the procedure. I will show you Yasadon now. So, and then the procedure we need to follow. Now, it is possible that some vowels, so number two, I'm here now. You need to identify vowels or letter used differently. If you have some vowels or letters used differently in Yasarina, that is not the same thing in the Quran, you need to show your learners along. Remember I told you when I introduced Sukun to you. Sukun in Yasarina is written like this, like 8. Sukun in Yasarina is written like that. But Sukun in Quran is usually written like this. So you need to show them that though sukun is used in Yasarino like this, but in Korean, this is the way it is used. You let them see sukun in Korean. Then there are other sukun system in Korean. When you see idegom kamil, letters of idegom kamil, you will not see anything on them. They are always blank. They are always blank. You will not see anything on them, as you later see in the areas of idegom too. When Nun Sakina will not have Sunkun at all when it applies to Idegom. Anytime it applies to Idehar, that is when Nun Sakina will have Sunkun on it. So those are the things I'm coming to expose to you or expose you to, as you'll see later. So you may also need to show the letters the way they are used in the Quran. So that means that's your own responsibility now to study the way any letter used differently in Korean. So you need to study them and let your student have learner. Have your learners have knowledge of those things. Then the next thing, number 3, I'm here on number 3, is a follow up with Yasarino till where it stops. So you use Yasarino for your learner. So continue using it with other materials till where it stops. Then kindly note that Yasarino did not cover all the rules of Tajweed. So this is where I'm coming in now. That Yasarino did not teach all the rules of Tajweed. Now, notably, we are saying that all the types of Idegom Kamel, Yasarino treated all the types of Idegom Kamel, but Idegom Nokis are yet to be treated. I will show you that now. Then Iklab has also been treated. Then rules of Izihar and Ikhfa are yet to be duly treated in the book of Yasarino. I don't know if we have that in other material like Nurul Bayan. So when you see Nurul Bayan, I think it's mentioned there, but I don't know how well treated. But I wouldn't know as well if you can apply the science I will show it to you now to, to read them in the Holy Quran without you necessarily teaching the learners those letters, as I've said earlier. Then rules of Mim Sakina have been duly treated too in the book of Yasarina. So when you go there, you see it, and I would like to also show it to you now.